Welcome to another episode of Rye
Rye
Can
can
Top
top
My
my
Knee.
knee.
We said that extra slow.
I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you.
Oh my gosh. I'm Kevin,
I'm Jonathan.
and we are a Boys Love podcast that talks about all of our fave shows and all the drama surrounding them. Whew, Jonathan, can you believe it? We reached another milestone. This is our 10th episode, which means we are in the top 4% of podcasts
Oh my
statistically.
god.
I know, right?
It doesn't feel like it. Who's
It
listening?
doesn't feel like that. Like, I mean, well, we have our Instagram and we finally have 17 followers in the
Yes,
span
follow
of
our
1 week.
Instagram.
Please follow. And then our average listeners are back up in the double digits again. I checked.
Oh, thank
today.
God.
So
Thank
that is
God.
good because I was a little worried.
The girls
Don't worry.
were slacking. They're slacking.
Right. I guess people were just a little late to the party.
We drop
Um,
on Tuesdays, y'all. If y'all don't get the
that's right.
notifications.
Tuesday, that means that if you're listening, more than likely you're following, but tell your friends to also go ahead and make sure to follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So then once it's time, once it's out, they can go ahead and listen to it on their morning commute, during their workout, while they're vegetating on the sofa, whatever it may be. So,
Please.
also,
Or at work.
we got
Yeah.
drinks.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
god.
this is going to be a first for people who know me, know that I don't drink alcohol. And I'm trying this non-alcoholic beer for the first time. Because I usually don't like the taste of beer. You like the taste of beer, Jonathan?
Not really. All I drink are ciders.
Okay. So, and I know you drink alcohol here and there, but not like on the reg, you know?
Yeah, I'm not a crazy.
No.
I'm not a crazy
Not like
drinker.
some of the shows we watch where they're getting drunk. Like,
They're chugging
lot.
nightly.
yeah, that blue liquid.
Or Gray
Well, let me-
Shelter, where he was drinking like every 2 seconds. I was like,
Yeah,
you have
that
no money. Whose
soju
money are you
was
using?
something. Like he was giving. Speaking of which,
But-
hearing me trying to open this can,
Look at you struggling. Ooh, that sounded crisp.
it was crisp. Let's see.
Wait, let me do
taste
mine.
it.
Let me do mine.
Oh yeah, crispy.
Was that good?
Yes. No, I'm not drinking this ever again. Mm-mm.
Really? It was good last time I was there. I tasted it.
But see, you like beer. I've never. I tasted beer maybe 20 something years ago, and I was like, this is gross, and I still feel the same way.
I mean, a Blue Moon it's just like a little more fruity.
Yeah, I think the one I had a long time ago was like a Miller Lite.
Ugh. Gross.
Yeah, so, but this is a non-alcoholic Blue Moon. I'm giving it a second sip. I still don't really care for it. So,
You should try
anywho,
ciders or I don't know.
yeah,
if they
I'll
have
find a non-alcoholic cider.
a non-alcoholic cider is just
Well,
like a
that's
sparkling.
that's pretty much
sparkling
sparkling,
cider.
and I love
Yeah.
those. Those are great.
Those are good.
Yes. Anywho, let's get to the
Anywho.
word on the tweet.
All right, let's do it. As I take a sip, let's see your word on the tweet. I put, that I was excited to see these special episodes of all these Taiwanese dramas that we just finished.
Oh, you saw them.
Well, no, I haven't seen them, but I'm excited to watch.
I was gonna
When
say,
they
I was
drop.
like, I don't think they came out
No,
yet.
no, it's coming like every Friday, like starting May 10th, like every Friday after May 10th.
Oh,
So I think the
is this,
first is like maybe it's
is this
VIP
on
only.
iQIYI?
Hopefully they're on iQIYI. Hopefully it's
Okay.
not like a paid situation, but I think it's on iQIYI and like Viki.
Okay, I don't want to watch it on Viki. You know why?
All right, so iQIYI, it's gonna be that VIP only. You Are Mine.
Mm-hmm.
What were the other two?
The anti-reset.
Oh, Anti Reset, of course.
And oh gosh, what was the other one? You already said You Are Mine. Oh, Stay by My Side. There we go.
Oh, Stay by My Side.
Yes.
Because You Are Mine and Stay by My Side, that sounds so... It sounds the same.
Right. But You Are Mine is the office one. Stay by My
Stay by
Side,
My Side is the college ghosty kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they were all so good except for VIP Only. I did not finish that one.
Yeah, which
and I don't think
it's
I
worth
will.
I think it's worth finishing.
No.
But it's not the best out of the four. I'll say that.
Like if I had to, if you had to rank them, how would you rank them right now?
That's a good question. I would actually put number 1 as Anti-Reset. Then You're Mine as number 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Number 3 as Stay by My Side. And VIP Only as the 4th. But the main reason why I kept watching is because that man is so fine. Like, if I were to rank all the guys, if you were to say not for the show in its entirety, but just for who is fine, VIP Only would be number 1.
Oh my.
Then number 2 would be Anti-Reset. Then You Are Mine would be 3. And then Stay by My Side would be the last one.
Because those are children.
Right. So.
I feel like I have the same ranking. Yeah, I think I liked Anti-Reset the most.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's close second is You Are Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Because that show was really good. And that guy, like, he looks like like a Taiwanese Kurosawa. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
He gave... that's what he gave. And that's what I like about that
show. What else is going on?
The next thing that happened this week. You saw Love in Translation, right?
Yes, I did. We did talk about the well, we didn't talk about the show on the podcast.
Pre-podcast.
That was pre-podcast, yes.
Yeah, that same couple, Dow Off-Road, they're having another show finally. Like, they've been seen filming something, but we finally know a name for it. It's called Century of Love.
Okay.
It's supposed to come out later this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited because they seem very close. They seem very coupley. Like, everyone swears that they're together in real life, and I don't
think they're together in real life, but
no,
okay.
I see it. You don't understand.
Okay, we're not gonna go down that road. Okay, we're not gonna get off road. Okay,
whoa.
So, but I am really excited to see them together again. I really did like Love in Translation a lot.
Yeah, they have good chemistry, minus that wig he was wearing.
Yeah, that wig was not it.
That was the like one thing that we talked about that show.
That was that pass around wig.
Yeah.
Like I will stand by it. I still think that same wig is just going around every production studio. And
Frank was like, "What y'all want?
Right.
my water wig, my dry wig."
Like, it was not it. But do you like I don't remember who was Dow and who was Off-Road, but one of them...
Dow was the one that was wearing the wig. He's the taller one.
Okay. So he's the one that now has, like, he shaved his head. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
His hair was short that whole time. That's why he was wearing a wig.
That's why he was wearing a wig, right? Yeah. But then he kept it. I don't know if I like.
He gives two different energies. With, like, the hair and without the hair.
Yeah, he might need to grow his hair out.
No, I mean I feel like this is who he is. Like, you've seen him hanging out with Jung, right? Like, they're kind of like two little fuck boys.
Yeah.
They're like little thirst trappy boys.
Yeah.
They like vacation together. But another thing that happened was something that just came out like yesterday. I think that you sent me, or we saw together, right? That fan like coming up to Net. From Bed Friends.
Yes.
Dumandi.
Yes.
And she was like, "Oh, you're having another ship. It's too soon. Like, I don't think I can handle it."
I thought that was so weird. I was like,
that
"Girl,
was very weird.
What's his name? Left."
Yeah, I was like, "Why are you coming up to Net like if it was his fault?" Like,
yeah,
James
the other dude
is the
left.
one that
yes,
left.
James. There we go. He left because he wanted to pursue other interests. So it's like, girl, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he wanted to be a tattoo artist, I guess.
Yeah, whatever he wanted to do.
And she's coming up to him like, "I know this is weird to say, but yes, it is."
Yeah, it is weird to say. Like, that's why she should have said nothing.
I
Like,
don't know. That's too much of an attachment to these boys.
yeah, and that's why I was like,
To a couple.
yeah,
To an
especially
on-screen couple.
since to an on-screen couple that they only had that one show together.
Literally, they
Like,
have that one show together. Like, you
yeah,
haven't seen them in anything outside of those 12 episodes or whatever.
right.
Or
Like,
10
it would be
episodes.
different if they were like
If
if
they
it
were
had
like a
been a few
long,
years,
like, if
right?
it was, yeah, if it was like
Earth Mix. Let's say if it was
Earth
that.
Mids, yeah, something that you've seen them for like 10 years and suddenly they're like doing something else or splitting up, but like,
Right.
they're
But this,
still kind of new.
yeah, that Best Friend was what, last year? So it hasn't even been a full year yet.
Yeah, I don't know. That's unhealthy attachment.
Yeah, you need to calm down, like drink some water, because the thirst is too real. And then, is there something else going on too?
Oh, yeah, I had this other bonus thing that, did you see on Twitter? Everyone, that the Google Translate button on Twitter is broken. Like, everyone knows that. But, like,
Yes,
some
it's
tweets are
very
getting,
broken.
like, really messed up.
All Elon Musk had to do was leave stuff alone. And then he got there and just stuff has been breaking for the past. I keep thinking, he took it over what, October 2022 or 2023?
I'm not sure, but I think it's been over a year now.
It feels as
Since
if like
he's
it's been
taken it.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a decade. You know, like it's just like every single week something's wrong with Twitter. So,
Yeah, but
yeah.
Google is crazy. Like, I texted you what one of the mistranslations were. Like, they're
I had to
crazy.
I had to go ahead and I do is if I see stuff on Twitter that's not in English or Spanish, I just go ahead and copy and paste it into Google Translate myself. And then I kind of deduce what it's trying to say.
Because it's not, some of these translations like, "F me in the face, you bastard." Hashtag we are the series, episode 5. Or put some sausage on it, please.
I mean, we know what that could mean.
Or the one that I just sent you that Ford said. And I was like, oh my God. And he even commented like, bro, what is the translation?
See, no one will know. This needs a big fix. Let's get it together. And who knows? Maybe Elon Musk pissed off people at Google. Probably did.
No, we need what's your name from from City of Stars to come in and do his job. Isn't his job to do the translation?
He don't need to come in. Anyway,
Y'all
we will
heard
talk
that?
about that next week.
Next
but
week.
let's go ahead and get into our shows of the week. So, Jonathan, what is your show this week?
My show of the week is We Are the Series.
Ooh.
I love how I was like shitting on this show, episode 1.
And I
now I'm
told
loving
you,
it.
like, you know, this is why I always give a show at least a couple episodes to kind of
I
find
know,
its footing.
me too, but I think the first episode just felt very, I don't know, very generic. And there was 20 characters.
It did.
And I didn't care for anyone. But now I'm like, oh, this is like a typical GMM show, just like filmed very differently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Pond and Pooin are doing their magic, and it gives like Fish Upon the Sky kind of vibes sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking like it felt a little nostalgic, you know, and I really appreciate how the show is progressing. It's moving not too fast, but not slow.
I mean, one couple already kind of got together, and I was like, oh,
well, we
that's
kind of knew
fast.
that was going to happen. And honestly, I kind of just want them to get together because I didn't want too much focus being put on that side couple. I'm there for the main couple.
Yeah,
and
I was just like, damn, they have no build up. They're just like, we talked once, and I gave you a cake that you didn't even know was from me. But wanna be BFs?
And he said yes. He probably was feeling him already.
Maybe, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and that's fine, you know, but we're more about the main couple.
Main two couples.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There's two.
And then there's a fourth couple, too, that still haven't It's not. I'm not sure if they're already
Oh,
together or not.
they're already together. So
Really?
that's the one that, yeah,
Mark
they're
and
already
Poom.
yeah, I think they're already together, but
I see.
whatever. I mean, I'm not really focusing on them that much either. So
Ooh.
no shade, just I'm not. Like, so
Are you enjoying?
I'm enjoying
Excuse me. The
Pond
beer
and
burps. Are you enjoying the witty satang?
you know what? I liked them in My School President, and I was rooting for them actually. So I'm glad to see how that's going. You know, I that's gonna be messy because one of them is not willing to admit how he feels, but he's dropping breadcrumbs all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Um,
He was kind of like that in My School President too, but here
Kinda.
it's a little different. And now there's like a P-Nong situation, even though they're like freshman versus sophomore.
yeah.
I'm like, is there that much of a hierarchy? I guess in Asia,
Yeah,
big
it is.
hierarchy.
I mean, yeah, I
especially
think in
school.
any culture where you have honorifics that are so particular to the way you speak and respect, you know, even
I'm like, these
just
kids
a
are probably
year
like
difference.
eight months apart, probably.
Yeah, if they were born in a different year, that's a
It's
whole
already
year.
like,
Yeah,
I know, but Satang acts like a little kid here. Like he acts like a little,
he does.
like a little kid, like a little high school boy.
He does.
And he's like, I'm with all my P's, and I'm like, these guys are literally, they're all 19 and you're 18. Like,
yeah, something like that. But
yeah,
I guess it's I, you know. But
it's
what's the main? So I forgot Han and Huen's like characters' names.
characters' names.
Is it Peem and?
Oh, you're right. Poon's name is Peem,
Mm-hmm.
and Pawn's name is.
I think it's. I think it
Oh,
also
wait.
starts with a P.
Poom.
Poom.
It's Poom and Peem.
Poom and Peem. There we
Poom
go.
and Peem, and then Q is Winnie. Satang is Doi.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Tan, Fang, Chain, Poon. Work.
Well,
Work.
my question to you
A lot
is,
of P names.
a lot of P. There's a lot of P's in there, literally. But what do you think about the relationship between Poom and Peem?
I hated it at first. The whole like, you're gonna be my slave. I was like, yeah.
Right. We did talk about that because we're like, this is not
I was
the
like,
19th
oh, that's
century.
not. But I guess, you know, in a way, it's Poon getting it's Pawn getting his revenge on Poon from his last show.
But
Because
I will say,
the roles are kind of reversed. But
right. But I will say, I do think it's really cute how you could tell, like, Poom started feeling really bad because he literally,
yeah,
like,
after that mall situation,
right, and that was mean. That was very mean. But you know, he felt super bad, and you could tell. I think that the reason why he felt super bad was because he probably liked him from the beginning. The whole reason why that whole slave
I
thing
think
came
so
up
too. Yeah, I
was
think
to
this
get
whole
him
thing
close.
is
Yeah,
Yup,
it was a
yup.
scheme. It was a scheme.
This whole thing is to kind of fuck with him, but also like to get close to him.
Right. And it worked. It was very successful because you saw the most recent episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And they did a little so
Oh my god! Let me just seem wild. They had a peck. They had a peck.
yeah.
Crazy.
A peck, sure. Anyway.
And he ate his like super salty food.
Yes.
And I was like, damn, can you not cook? Like,
I mean, the thing is, he knows he can't cook, but yet he made him cook for him anyway. Like,
because he wants that power. He wants
right.
that, I don't know.
And you know, the thing is, when I had a certain someone staying with me for almost
Ooh,
a
a certain
month,
someone.
yes, you met this person, and I was cooking a lot. I was cooking more than I've normally have cooked.
She was throwing
But
it
the
down
thing
there.
is that I can cook, so that's a little different. So I know my food is good. So
I mean, yeah, you're not a college student just working with meat and peppers in the fridge. I don't know.
Right. I got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So, my show this week is
what is your show?
It's my stand-in.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh.
Wasn't that your show last week? Hold on.
It may have been.
Outfit repeater. What is this? Show repeater.
I'm sorry. I could not. Oh, wait. I think my show last week was actually Blue Boys.
Oh. And maybe mine was my stand-in. Oops.
Right. So we're repeating, but we done swapped. So see, you got checked. Anywho.
Clock me.
Anywho,
this episode was spicy.
It was very spicy, and
I was covering my ears for a second.
And I cannot stand Ming. I can't stand him.
Girl, I don't want him with Ming.
I just he irks me so much, and now we know we're going to see for the next several episodes the development of a toxic relationship. And it's kind of like, Joe,
stand up
and get out of that. Like, you
way too trusting.
And the thing is, Ming was giving red flags before anything even started.
Literally.
Like, he definitely downed him, saying you're just a stand-in, which, you know what? That's kind of symbolic, because low-key he is, not only as his job, but in this relationship, because that's the only way Ming is able to have the relationship he wants with his sister's boyfriend.
Crazy.
Right. So
and I don't know how you didn't put that together. Like, he heard them talking, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, I had to leave early, our dinner early yesterday to go help your sister." Like, you knew that you just showed up because Tong wasn't there. Like,
right.
I don't know.
I think Joe might be lonely. And, when people...
I don't know why. He seems like he has a lot of people around him.
Yeah, well, I was... It's funny that you mentioned this, because I was talking to a friend of mine that just got out of a relationship. And the reason why I, first of all, was not... Because the thing is, I don't give my opinion on people's relationships unless they ask me. And if you ask me, I always say, look, I'm going to give my honest opinion, and you may not like what I have to say. And I told him, I said, I don't think y'all should be together, because y'all have only known each other for a few months, and then y'all are planning to move in together. And the main reason why you want to be in a relationship is because you're tired of being alone. And I said, that's never a good thing, because then you are settling for whatever's available to you when you are lonely. And the thing is, you have to understand you are lonely, and that means you are not ready to be with someone. Because once you can accept yourself by yourself, then you can invite someone in to join you in your peace. Okay? And that's the thing. Like, I think people have to understand that your peace is the most important thing you can have. And if you settle for anyone who is not going to be adding to that peace, this is a word, y'all, to listen in, because I know some of y'all out here lonely. That's write this down, y'all. Okay, take some notes.
Gospel right here.
Like, you want to maintain your peace, and whoever you bring into your life should be adding to your peace. Okay, and with Ming and Joe had a good life. Okay, and then he brought in somebody whose only reason why he's going to be with him is because he's a substitute for someone he can't have. It's like he's not in love with him. He's in love with the idea of that
he's in love with the back of that head. Is what he's in love.
That's why they keep having, the bump and grind from behind.
Wolf, bark, bark. Bark, bark, right. Woof, woof. That was crazy. And he pointed it out, too. He was like, damn, you really like it from the back, huh?
And
Come on. Put
and
two and two together.
Using no condoms, barely any lubrication.
They are.
Where?
Remember the first episode and they were like fighting over the condom? They're using the condom, just
not always, because there was no condom in that bathroom.
Oh, he had it. Ming had that shit ready.
No, he didn't.
It was on already.
No, it wasn't. No lubrication, nothing.
The condom is
It was raw. It was raw and
oh my God.
and unadulterated. That's what it was.
Okay? I like this podcast right now.
Anywho, let's get to our shows that just ended. So, should people watch any of these shows, Jonathan? Like, could we start with 1,000 Years Old, which felt like it took me 1,000 years to watch?
Oop! Oh, these notes you put in? Yes!
I had to put a little notes. Like, these are the three things I'm going to say about this show, and I think you agree with me. Some chai is trash.
Pure trash. Terrible. Just
terrible. Terrible. And you know what, low-key? I think what I would have liked for this show to do was have more of him just going around creating chaos. Because
if you're gonna be a villain, be a full villain, right? Like, don't just he and then walk away.
Yeah, and he was like he didn't show up a lot until the last 2 episodes was when he and I was like, these are the best 2 episodes of the whole series, because
there was a lot of information that was just left for like the last second. Like, we didn't know that they were actually brothers.
Right. I thought it was a
Poon was
thing.
Like, oh, I'm an only child. I'm all alone. I've been all alone my whole life. He was lying throughout this whole show.
Poon was doing a lot of lying. Crazy. But then again, he is a vampire end,
like, they called him out. They were like, aren't you rich? And he was like, no, I lied about that too. I'm not rich. Like, I'm poor. Like, I have nothing. I actually have a family. I've been with you in multiple past lives.
And you know what? This whole show could have been 6 episodes.
This whole show could have been a trailer that I skipped.
Like, I would have, if they made this 6 episodes and they had some chai in every episode causing chaos and cut out a lot of the dialogue that was like a good maybe 60% of the time, the dialogue was unnecessary. It didn't do anything for the plot.
I think this director drags stuff out and leaves a lot of like empty air, and like he gives a lot of space. These episodes are long. They're like fully 50 minutes.
Yeah, they're really
there's
long.
Not much in these episodes.
Except for the last 2. The last 2 actually gave me stuff that I wanted.
They were trying to cram a lot of stuff into those last 2 episodes, but it was still like a lot was just unclarified. I don't know.
Yeah, they could have. I mean, was it unclarified, or did you just get tired of trying to pay attention?
No, Poon is just, he was a liar. Like, he's like, oh, I don't drink human blood, but he fully did. Yeah. Because all of a sudden at the end, he's like, a fucking umbrella. I don't need an umbrella.
Right, he did at one point.
He still told homeboy, he was like, no, I still haven't drank any. Like, all you do is lie.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you lying? Like, just
like, what was the reason for any of this?
Right.
And last second, you're like, I promised, like, our parents arranged a marriage for us to be together, him and the other girl.
And it wasn't really Janja. There we go. And it wasn't.
Yeah, and it wasn't really
arranged.
I don't know. Kind of didn't seem that important. It like, did they even have a real ceremony? We didn't see it.
Well, they kind of did at the church, which was also weird. I'm like, how are vampires getting married at a church?
Yeah, and like, can you even procreate? Like, she was saying something about like wanting kids or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, they could procreate, but the thing is, he was not into her and didn't want to sleep with her.
And then the whole lore of like a vampire lives for 1,000 years and then you die. Well, that's so specific.
I don't know.
The whole vampire lore of this show was very.
It was kind of messy. It was kind of messy.
Like, you drink blood, but you don't really need to drink blood
because you could have
stand in the sunlight, but not really. But you can. You have super strength and super healing, I guess. You can. I don't know. He tried to kill himself so many different times, but it didn't work. So he can't really die.
Yeah.
Except when you turn 1,000, you all of a sudden croak.
I guess. But this was a 12 episode series that could have been easily 6.
If they cut out a lot of the like alien parts. I really thought they were going to do some kind of twist with the alien stuff.
No, like
that
I think
he's not a vampire, he's an alien.
Right.
Or that main character Yo is an alien or something.
Nah.
Or like I saw a bunch of like theories.
He kind of looked like an alien, but that's
I read something on my drama list. Someone was like, "Oh, is there like a couple episodes ago? They were like, "Oh, is there like a significance to this like mark on his neck?" And people are just like, "No, the actor just has a giant birthmark."
Yeah,
and I was
but
like,
they
yeah,
made
the
it
actor just had a giant birth. But they actually made it something in the show. I was like, that was really creative. That's the one. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they made it
really
significant cool. Because that's how,
that's how he found him.
That's how he found him was that birthmark on his neck. So,
but this show spent way too long on this fucking pork blood cart.
Yeah,
way too long.
Like they could have.
Like
that could have been something that was in the background, and they didn't need to spend 6 episodes on that damn cart. Like that could have been maybe a half of an episode.
It could, and then for us to know in the end, like, oh, it actually didn't pop off. Like no one lights this cart.
And that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, where did he get
people to see it?
Where did he get money to buy people?
I was like, why did he do it anyway? Like, he's the one that wanted to open this. Why did he fake it? None of this made sense.
A lot of the stuff he did,
he just wanted to woo Yo,
and he
so they can get married and live this.
Yeah, to woo Yo.
That was just a lot of lies.
That's a lot of lies to me. I'd be like, you lying a little too much for me. Like, if you're trying to woo me, I would prefer you don't lie. Just tell me you broke.
Yeah, half the show you're like, I don't know. It was so weird. The show, but it had like a charm to it. I don't know.
It had a charm. I think it would have. Like, the charm would have hit more if it was a shorter series.
Yeah. And that was really cute towards the end. He's like, "Oh, if you love me, you can see the like ring on your finger."
Yeah, I thought that
was really cute.
Yes. But speaking of cute, the other show that ended about a week ago is Deep Night, which I think we both liked. I think the length was good. I enjoyed
Deep Night. I did.
I did think the last episode was a little...
was the worst episode of the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard to do endings, but...
Yeah, I didn't like the way it ended. It wasn't a bad ending. It was just the ending fell flat.
Unrealistic, flat, like they threw in the father at the last second. I was like, did we care about his father?
We really didn't, because by this point he was absent anyway.
Yeah, it was like Kim wasn't like, I don't know, talking about his father the whole show, or like the mom wasn't being like, oh, his father's not around. I don't know. It had nothing to do with the dad.
Yeah.
For him to show up at the end like, hey, son, good job with the club.
And it's like,
I'd be like, why are you here?
I would have preferred that maybe that was just a phone call or a text.
I don't know. We didn't need that at all.
We didn't really need him to show up.
Of both of their relationships. You know, the mom with her girlfriend and Kim with Wella. Yeah.
Especially
but he didn't even comment on that.
And I mean, we knew he probably had a dad, but he was not central in the story at all.
And it would have been better if he was like part of like the grandma being like, oh, y'all should shut this place down. It's just like a sets club. Right. And then he like suddenly had a change of heart and was like, oh, I'll stop the police calls, you know?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they didn't do that well.
He had no part in it.
Yeah, they didn't do that well. And then the throuple.
I was gagged.
I mean, kudos to seeing different kinds of relationships.
Yes.
But also...
They should have built it earlier.
I wish they built it earlier. And you know what kills me? As you've probably seen what the ship that came out of that outside of the show.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? The show was trying to push Seiji and Japan the whole time. And then they threw in this throuple at the end. But then offline, you see on social media, the guys that play Ken and Japan, they're the
like ones like doing lovey-dovey,
fan servicely online lovey-dovey. Every little cutie challenge you see online, every coupley video.
Maybe that's why they did the throuple, because maybe
they're together in real life. I don't know.
No, or maybe other dude was like, I don't want to be shipped with anybody.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
a free
Seiji's
agent.
like, Yeah, he was like, I'm just here for this gig. I'm not trying to like
I'm
have
here
a
for this
long-standing
check.
ship.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what it was, but
Maybe it was, but I wish we saw some of them two together, Japan and Ken, like have like a I hate you, but like you are kind of cute, but we're both after the same guy.
right. Like if they had some kind of understanding, beforehand,
Yeah, I
but
mean, if they had a meet cute before
yeah,
Seiji showed up, and then
yeah.
they both went after shit. Yeah, something
Or
like
if they
that.
wanted to be extra nasty, they should have done was
They
like
all
they
like
had
got drunk together and all had something together
right,
before.
right,
So many more ways to make this interesting than just like a randomly, hey, we're both after the same guy. You want to share? You want to? Because it didn't even seem like they were like a
they were
like
interested
a.
in sharing to begin with. It was kind
No,
of
like
like
they
a
weren't like a they weren't like a they weren't like poly. They kind of just shared Seiji. Like they
right.
weren't together themselves.
It was like
It was like you can have him Monday, Tuesday.
like
I'll have him the weekend.
we yes, think I got it covered for the
Yes, it was
weekend.
fully a SZA song.
Anywho, I got a little game for you. So I want to
do
go
you?
ahead. Yes, real quick. We're gonna be real quick, real quick. Okay. So I want you to rank these ships without knowing which is next. Okay, we only gonna spend a few minutes in, so don't take too long. Okay,
Oh my God, we
so
have so
you're
much.
gonna rank them out of 1 to 5. Okay,
Okay.
so Moss Bank.
Oh my God, 1 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving them a 4. I'll give them
Okay.
a 4. I love
Okay.
Mossbang.
Okay. Book Force.
Book Force. I'm gonna give them like a 2. I'm gonna give them like a 2.
You putting them really high up on the list.
Oh wait, are we doing
Yeah, 1 to 5. 1 being the best.
Oh, 1 being the best, 5 being all right. I switch it. Mossbank is 2.
Okay.
Book Force is a 4.
Okay. Earth Mix.
1.
Okay. And then Jung Dunk.
5.
And the last one is Mile of Poe, so that means they're 3.
They're 3. God, see. Because I knew you were gonna trick me up at the end. I was like, I cannot give. Imagine if I put Malapo as 5. God.
Yeah, but I knew you wouldn't put Jung Dunk towards the top.
Cause love them individually.
Yes, individually. Okay, speaking of some stuff, we got some hood rats to talk about. Remember that song from Destiny's Child? If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him. Better be street if he looking at me. Remember that song?
I don't.
You can't. Don't play. Anyway,
Anyway,
we have some fine hood rats in some of our favorite BL shows that know how to be street and lay pipe or get laid by the pipe or get hit with the pipe, if not all of the above.
hey.
So what are some of your favorite shows with hood rats?
Oh
Jonathan.
my God. You took my man in your list. How dare you?
I don't know who you're talking about because
Anyway,
whoever you're trying to refer to is mine regardless. So
anyways, I put main hood rat, Ken Porsche. You got Porsche being a hood rat.
yes, and Ken is not a hood rat. He's just hood. No, he's
not
a
even
mafia
hood.
boss.
He's
So
a mafia
he
boss.
runs the hood.
But
He's not hood.
Porsche is a hood rat. Like
Is a hood
boy
rat.
was banging people in the back of his little bar. Hood
Yes.
rat, while also fighting thugs randomly.
Yeah, it was the thuggish ruggish bone with him.
Oh yeah. The first episode, remember he was like fighting in that like little boxing
And that's how
paid boxing ring or something.
Right, and then
That's hood rat behavior.
And then he fought somebody in like a back alley or something, and that's how he got connected with.
Oh
Ken.
yeah, he saved Ken in the back alley. I should rewatch Ken Porsche.
Yeah, I'll add
Yeah.
that to my rewatch list because that's a good show.
Let's go one of mine, one of yours.
Okay, so mine is Kaseki Dear to Me. That's one of
Ah!
mine. You
How dare
know,
you?
you already know who's the hood rat in that. Like kind of an underling, but not really. But that hood rat can, he can come into my house musty and crusty, and I'll
Ooh.
wash him up very well.
Oh my god, he can hood your rat.
Or I can hood his rat.
Oh my god! I mean, like, no, that was my man. That's my man.
Wasn't your man at all. Anyway,
so similar show.
How about yours?
Is History 3 Trapped?
Yes.
Another mafia kind of. All these are like mafia-y shows, but
I
hood rat.
personally think what's his name is a hood rat, but also like he was classy.
Who?
Can you be a classy hood rat?
Tangy. He was a hood rat because he was literally like a abandoned kid on the street. Him and his sister, or him and this other girl. I don't know if that's exactly his sister, but maybe it is his sister.
Maybe.
I think they're like adopted children, but yeah, they're definitely hood rats that rise to the top of their mafia class.
I got one. My gangsta opa.
Yes, is he?
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of hood ratty.
Yeah, he's hood ratty. Hood rat. But remember his bodyguard? Hood rat. And he was so fine. Oh my gosh. Do you remember the bodyguard?
The bodyguard?
Yes. Like, or his like right hand man. He was like, he had the muscles and he was tan.
Oh,
he looked a little older than him.
Oh, shorty. Yes.
He was so fine.
He was good. And he had his own little side ship too.
He sure did.
I put 3 Will Be Free.
Oh, that's a good one.
Joss is a hood rat in that show.
100%. And that was the first show I think we saw with Tay, because wasn't that pre or was that around Kiss the Series? Or was it after Kiss the Series?
I think this was
3
after.
Will Be Free. Okay.
This was
this was the first time we saw Tay without New.
Yeah, we're seeing Tay in like a different ship here. This is his only other male ship.
Yeah, because it was like a throuple.
Yeah, we got a throuple, and then we got him with Top Tap at the end, which is ugh. Top Tap was a hood rat too.
Yes.
But Joss was main hood rat of that show.
And we get to see Joss again later this year as a vampire. After watching 1,000 Years Old, we finally get to see one that hopefully is good. Anyway. A long time no see. Now, this is a Korean BL.
This is still on my list to watch.
Yes. And if you want to see Bucci Cat, you will see it. I'll say that. And there's a lot of hoodness going on.
Oh my
both
God.
of them are hood. Both of them are hood rats.
Both of them. Yes. Hood rats. With a Z. Okay? Oh my God.
Like, very much so. And, one of them is an undercover hood rat, and the other one is a hood rat. Like, you see him and you know he a hood rat. I know you got one more.
I put Not Me. Because Gun in that show, I know they're twin brothers, but, like, one is kind of, like, rich, stayed with the dad, and then one went with the mom and ended up, like, on the streets of this, like... Not on the streets, because he also goes to college, but leader of this, like, biker gang. Like, they're all kind of hood ratty. Like, him first.
Black. That was his name.
Yeah, Black.
Yeah,
and his name was Black, too?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, now. What is this?
Yeah, a black hood rat.
Oh, not that.
Lord have mercy. Oh, man. And then one that is still airing, Two Worlds. Yeah, because
Ty is a
still
hood
shockingly, Ty is a hood rat. Like, more so in the first universe that we see than in the second one.
He a hood rat in both.
He is a hood rat in both.
And the second one
just
especially too. He's
definitely...
like hiding from his dad. He kind of squeak.
Yeah, but he's trying not to be a hood rat. He just can't. It's just the hood doesn't want to leave him.
You can't take the rat out of the hood.
Out of the hood. Or the hood out of the rat.
There you go.
Unlike the other one, he was like fully devoted to being a hood rat. He was killing people.
Fully devoted.
Remember, he had a scar in his face that went down from his eyebrow all the way down to like his jawline. Like, he was hood-ish.
He slept with that machete he had.
He sure did, and it clearly laid on his face, and he didn't care.
Oh my!
And that's how he got that scar.
He laid on some other stuff too.
And they definitely did not use lube.
Oh.
And they definitely did not use condoms.
That show acts like it's in like the 1800s when I'm pretty sure it's modern day.
It's supposed to be modern day because they got cell phones.
I know, but they're like,
you know,
in the middle of like the woods, and they're like,
they are
by choice,
in a cave,
and they're like sleeping in caves and stuff. I'm like, why are we? But then 2 minutes later, they're like walking into the city to go visit the mom. Right. I'm like, huh?
And you know what kills me? What's his name is enjoying that raw peen.
Oh my god! Too much. No, there was one episode where what's his face? What's his name in the show? His name also like Kem. No. Oh, Cram. No, there was one episode like when he moved into that house with Ty. Like, he was wearing like the idea of a shirt. Like, it was like it was like 2 pieces of string tied together. I was like, this is the lowest like neckline of a shirt ever. It was like drooped down so low.
And then when they were doing the bedroom
when they were playing leapfrog
against the wall, right? And when he was against the wall, he was enjoying that a little too much. I was like, there's no lubricant, so you must be a loosey goosey.
He was all smiles and laughs. I was like, what is happening?
Right.
What is happening?
Like, And with that said, with smiles and laughs, we got to go.
The smiles and laughs was hood rat behavior.
That was hood rat behavior. So that is it for this episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. Be safe and don't have a hood rat top your knee. Bang, bang.
Oh my god. I hope the right tops your knee. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Bye-bye.
Bye.